Aloe and aloe once again. What's up, 23% Nation? This is your man, Coach D. Today I'm back with vegetable of the day, the one and only aloe. But did I forget to say the word Vera? Well, there we have it, guys. So today's video is all about the vegetable aloe vera. Now, maybe you love it, maybe you've used it, maybe you hate it. Well, whatever the case may be, please listen and watch on. Why? Because we're about to dive just a little deeper into the wonderful world of the aloe vera plant. All right, first up, a little bit of background information. Aloe vera is one of approximately 420 species of the genus Aloe. Wow, who knew there were so many different aloe plants? It's a perennial, succulent plant that's green and has triangular, fleshy leaves with serrated edges. So, take a look at the picture. Looks juicy, doesn't it? Now, some of us may be unfamiliar with the term perennial. So what that basically means is that the aloe vera plant is of long duration. It's born and it grows for a very, very long time. It's basically the opposite of an annual plant. So there we have it, guys, a little bit of background information about the one and only aloe vera plant. All right, more background information. The geographic origin of aloe vera is believed to be in Sudan. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the country of Sudan, it's actually located within the continent of Africa. Aloe gel is the clear jelly-like substance found in the inner part of the aloe plant leaf. So take a look at the picture. There you have it. Also, aloe latex comes from just under the plant's skin and is yellow in color. Once again, take a look at the picture. So the picture is clearly showing us the difference between the gel and the latex. Notice that the gel is the clear portion, whereas the latex lies just underneath the inside of the leaf. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, a little more background information about the one and only aloe vera plant. All right, now it's time for a few fun facts. Now, a lot of what I'm about to give you has been delineated through lots and lots of scientific research. So, it's not like I just pulled these out of thin air. All right, so we'll take it one by one. The health issue is constipation. Well, the recommended dosage is take 100 to 200 milligrams daily. Next up, for wound healing, psoriasis, and skin infections, apply 0.5% aloe extract cream 3 times daily. If you have dental plaque and or gum disease, use toothpaste that contains aloe vera for 24 weeks. If you have high cholesterol, it's recommended that you take 1 capsule of aloe vera containing 300 milligrams twice daily for 2 months. If you have inflammatory bowel disease, also known as IBS, take 100 milliliters of aloe vera drink or juice twice daily for 4 weeks. If you have any skin burns, use a 97.5% aloe gel on the burn until it's healed. If you have dry scalp and or dandruff, it's recommended that you add a teaspoon of aloe gel to your shampoo. And lastly, to protect your skin from infection and bacteria, you want to add a teaspoon of aloe gel to your lotion. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the fun facts about how to correctly use aloe vera gel. All right, now it's time for the not so fun facts. Aloe latex should not be taken in high doses because it may cause adverse side effects, such as stomach pain and cramps. Long-term use of large amounts of aloe latex might also cause diarrhea, kidney problems, blood in the urine, low potassium, muscle weakness, weight loss, and heart issues. Don't take aloe vera gel or latex if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. There are some reports of aloe causing miscarriage and birth defects. Oh no, say it ain't so. Oh yes. Children younger than 12 years old may experience abdominal pain, cramps, and diarrhea, so I don't recommend aloe vera for child use either. Wow. So there we have it, guys. Unfortunately, the aloe vera plant isn't all good. There are some not so good parts. So there we have it, the not so fun facts about the one and only aloe plant. All right, it's now time to dive into the 520 rule. Ladies and gentlemen, the 520 rule is all about food labels. Yes, basically it helps us to read and understand food labels. Ultimately, it's a guide. It's a guide that lets us know whether or not a food or beverage item is a good source or not a good source of any particular nutrient. Now, specifically when we talk about the 520 rule, we're really talking about percent daily value, abbreviated percent DV. Now, let's take a look at our sample food label. As you can see, it is basically divided into three parts. We have the purple portion, the yellow portion, and then we have the blue portion. So at this time, we'll take it portion by portion. Let's first talk about the purple portion, percent DV or percent daily value column. Now, as you can see, the percent DV column is basically represented as percentages. Some are high, some are low. Basically, it's a scale that ranges from as low as 0% to as high as 100%. Now, there are some rare cases where a food may offer a nutrient in excess of 100%. However, that is rare. Now, let's talk about the yellow portion. The yellow portion basically represents nutrients such as saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, and sodium that unfortunately do a really good job at promoting sickness, illness, and disease within the human body. So if anything, you want to make sure that the percent DVs for these nutrients are as close to zero as possible. Now, when we talk about the blue nutrients, dietary fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron, well, these nutrients do just the opposite of the yellow nutrients. Rather than promote disease, they promote wellness and health within the body temple. So if anything, you want to make sure that whatever you're eating and drinking, that those percentages are as close to 100% as possible. Now, when we talk about the 520 rule, I would like to be a little more specific than what the sample food label offers. Ladies and gentlemen, if a food or beverage item offers anywhere from 0% to 9% DV of any particular nutrient, then that food or beverage item is considered not a good source of that particular nutrient. Next, if the food or beverage item that we're consuming offers 10% to 19% DV of any particular nutrient, then that food or beverage item is considered a good source of that particular nutrient. Lastly, if the food or beverage item offers 20% DV or greater, then that food or beverage item is considered an excellent source of that particular nutrient. So there we have it, guys, the ins and outs about the 520 rule. All right, now it's time to dive into the nutrition facts. Now, for today's lecture, we're going to say that a single serving of aloe is equal to a half cup, not a whole cup, just a half a cup. Now, we're only going to get 2 calories. Look at this. No fat, no sodium, only 1 gram of carbs, no fiber, unfortunately, and oh no, no protein. Sorry, guys. And there is a little bit of calcium. However, it only comes in at 1% DV. So it's obviously not a good source of calcium. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The nutrition facts about the one and only aloe plant. All right, now it's time to dive into the health benefits. But before we do, I want to talk with you very quickly about something. It's called the principle of cause and effect. Now, basically what this principle states is that every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause. There really is no such thing as chance and or luck. In other words, everything happens for a reason. So why do I mention this? Well, it's easy. If you have a disease, well, believe it or not, you probably caused it. Versus if you're healthy, well, you probably caused that too. That's right. Here's what you have to understand is that the disease is the effect, just as the health is the effect. So what we really have to focus on are the causes. So what I want to do with aloe is I want to go over with you the health benefits, or we can say the effects, but then I also want to let you know what is responsible for these effects. So we'll talk about the phytonutrients, we'll talk about the causes, but really these are simply medicines that we're putting in our bodies. So, health benefit number 1. Aloe soothes rashes and skin irritations. Now the question is, what's the cause? What's the phytonutrient? What's the medicine? Well, it's an enzyme and it's called bradykinase. Number 2, aloe soothes burns. What's the cause? Well, they have auxins and they have gibberellins. That's right, guys, gibberellins. Benefit number 3, heals cold sores. How nice. So, what's the phytonutrients that's responsible? Well, say hello to amino acids, vitamins B1, B2, B6, and good old vitamin C. Number 4, aloe moisturizes hair and scalp. So now the question is, which medicine in the aloe does this? Well, vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. Number 5, treats constipation. So the question is, what's the medicine? What's the phytonutrient? Well, say hello to anthraquinones. That's right, guys, anthraquinones. Benefit number 6, helps with digestion. So the question is, which phytonutrient, which medicine in aloe is responsible? Well, there are a few: amylase, carboxypeptidase, cellulase, and lipase. Benefit number 7, boost the immune system. Well, say hello to bradykinase and zinc. Number 8, provides antioxidants and reduces inflammation. So the question is, which phytonutrients are responsible? Well, say hello to vitamins A, C, and E, which, by the way, are all antioxidants, and the enzyme bradykinase. And the last health benefit of aloe is that it treats diabetes. Great. So the question is, which phytonutrient is responsible? Well, say hello to polysaccharides. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the health benefits of the one and only aloe vera plant. All right, now it's time to talk about food. Yes, food. But before we talk about food, ladies and gentlemen, I just got to say that at this moment in time, I am having a very nostalgic moment. Why? Well, because my mother, love her to death, she used to grow aloe plants. Little did I know how beneficial they were to our health. But just wanted to share that with you. So, you know I love food, and I wanted to share with you a brand new website, and it's called helloglow.com. Now, normally our website for everything vegan is forksoverknives.com, but for today's lecture, I thought I'd switch it up just a little bit. So, I went to helloglow.com and found 2 amazing aloe vegan recipes that I want to share with you right now. So the first one is entitled Hydrating Kiwi Aloe Popsicles and Raw Brownies with Aloe Vera. Take a look at the pictures. Looks delicious. And guess what? Both of these recipes are kid friendly. So mommies and daddies out there, let's share a little bit of aloe with our little ones. Now here's the really good thing, is that I am providing a direct link to each of these recipes in the description box. So go ahead and click on it. When you get there, you're going to find a lot of great information. You're going to find cooking time, you're going to find an ingredient list, and of course you'll find the instructions as to how to make these amazing recipes. So do me a favor, click on the link, make them, taste them, come back to the video, and of course share your thoughts. So there we have it, not 1 but 2 amazing aloe vegan recipes from helloglow.com. All right, 23% Nation, I hear you. A lot of you say, well, Coach D, thanks for the recipes. Coach D, thanks for the fun facts and not so fun facts and the nutrition facts. But what I really want to know is, when in the world should I eat more aloe? Well, if that's your question, then I got to tell you that the perfect day, and I do mean the perfect day to eat more aloe, is Nature Day. What? Nature Day? Oh yes, good old Nature Day. Ladies and gentlemen, Nature Day happens to be the first day of the 23% challenge. Now, some of you may not be aware of what the challenge is, and that's okay. In a nutshell, the 23% challenge is a monthly 7-day wellness program that is designed to help improve your health, your wealth, your relationships. Oh, and it also helps to save good old planet Earth. Now, here's what you need to know about the challenge. Number 1, it's monthly, meaning every month. January all the way through December. Number 2, It's 7 days. As a matter of fact, it's the first 7 days of every single month. Yes, the first all the way through the 7th. Now, being that Nature Day is the first day of the challenge simply means that Nature Day is the first day of every single month. That's right. So whether it's July 1st, October 1st, or even November 1st, it's always Nature Day. All right. Now, a lot of us are probably interested and we want to know more about Nature Day and what it entails, right? So Nature Day basically is a day for us to get closer to nature. Now, yes, there are lots of things that you can do to get closer to nature, but what I am recommending is that we get closer to nature through food. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to eat more plants. Honestly and truly. Now, for some of us, that may be difficult. For others, it may be easy. So, here's what I suggest. Baby steps. That's right, guys. It's time to take baby steps. Now, you may want to try to eat only plant foods before 12 p.m. After 12 p.m., you can eat whatever you want to eat. For others, why don't we try to eat only plant foods after 12 p.m.? That way, before 12 p.m., you can eat whatever you want to eat. Now, for those of us who want to up the ante just a little bit, you may want to try to become a 3% vegan. Now, what in the world is that? Well, it's anyone who only eats plant foods and drinks only water only 1 day out of an entire month. That's right, guys. Next up, you may want to try to become a 10% vegan. Now, that's any person who only eats plant foods and drinks only water only 3 days out of an entire month. Next up is a 17% vegan. Now, that's any person, man, woman, or child, who only eats plant foods and drinks only water only 5 days out of an entire month. And lastly is the ultimate 23% vegan. Now, that's any person, man, woman, or child, including myself, Coach D, who only eats plant foods and drinks only water only 7 days out of an entire month. Now, the question is, Coach D, which plant foods do you eat? Well, guys, I only eat from the 5 food groups of plant foods, which happen to be fruits, vegetables and herbs, nuts and seeds, legumes, meaning beans and peas, and let's not forget about whole grains. So, there we have it. We now know the ins and outs about Nature Day. All right. Now, a lot of us may be motivated. A lot of us may be inspired. A lot of us may be full of excitement and enthusiasm. So you may want to know, well, who should or would participate in Nature Day? Who's it for? Well, here are the people. Number 1, guys, if you have what I like to call the big 4, then you probably want to eat more plants, right? The big 4 happen to be heart disease, obesity, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. You may have skin issues such as acne, pimples, eczema, psoriasis, and maybe you're looking for a natural, holistic way to treat your problems. Eat more plants. You may have digestive issues such as constipation or IBS, right? And you're looking for a holistic, all-natural way to treat your issues. Well, eat more plants. You may have mental issues such as depression, anger, sadness, right? And you want a holistic, natural way to treat your mental issues? Well, it's easy. Eat more plants. You may be looking to lose body fat, lose inches, or maybe even build muscle. Well, you can try the vegan lean or the vegan bulk program. You may be looking for a soothing transition from the standard American diet to a plant-based diet. It's easy. Eat more plants. Or you just may be interested in eating more plants, then definitely Nature Day is for you. All right, now it's time for Coach D's tips. Why? Because I want you to have a successful Nature Day. So, ladies and gentlemen, tip number 1, go to your local grocery store. Now, when you get there, you're going to go to 3 places. Number 1, produce section. Number 2, freezer aisle. And number 3, the canned good aisle. Now, why the produce section? Well, that's where you're going to find all of your fresh fruits and vegetables and other plant foods. Why the freezer aisle? Well, that's where you're going to find all of your frozen plant foods. And why the canned good aisle? Well, that's where you're going to find all of your canned plant foods. Now, a lot of people may wonder, Coach D, what's best, fresh, frozen, or canned? Well, guys, if I got to be honest with you, number one is going to be fresh. Number two, and this is a close second, would be frozen. And a far third, almost coming in last place, is going to be canned. Now, the reason why I put canned plant foods in last place is because, well, the plant foods are loaded with additives, preservatives, maybe even food colors, right? So those are all the toxins that we don't want to put into our bodies. As a matter of fact, they diminish many of the health benefits that the plant foods already have to offer. So that's why I always suggest fresh and frozen over canned. Tip number 2, go to the prepared dishes section of your local grocery store. Now, when you get there, you're going to find lots and lots of options. But when you do, make sure you ask the person behind the counter if they have any vegan, not vegetarian options. If they do, ask for a quick sample. Believe it or not, it's free. That's right, guys, free 99. And if you like it, go ahead and purchase it either by the pound or maybe even 2, maybe even 3 pounds if you really, really, really like it. Next up, go to your local farmer's market. Now, this will appeal to those of us who must have non-GMO organic plant foods. Why? Well, because farmers markets only cater to the non-GMO organic plant food market. Tip number 4, go visit your local vegan restaurant. That's right. Guys, vegan restaurants do an amazing job at serving plant foods. Why? Well, because they hire vegan chefs who not only know how to cook plant foods, but they also know which plant foods to combine to yield the most nutritious, delicious dishes. And my final tip is to get a subscription to a vegan meal prep company. Now, these companies are amazing for a few reasons. Number 1, you order the food. Number 2, they cook the food. Number 3, they deliver the food. Number 4, you eat the food. It's just that simple. So it solves the problem of you not knowing how to cook plant foods, you not wanting to cook plant foods, or you just simply not having time to cook plant foods. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. 5 amazing tips to help make your nature day successful. All right, it's time for our question of the day, which comes from yours truly and the rest of the 23% nation. We have inquiring minds, so we want to know, true or false, aloe vera is an annual plant. Now, I believe I covered this information earlier in the video, so if you missed it, just hit rewind. And of course, type your answer in the comment box below. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. As always, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. Now, before I sign out, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel, like, and of course, comment on the video, especially if you love aloe. And don't forget to use our 3-word mantra. It's #EatMorePlants. As stated earlier, my name is Coach D. I'm signing out. Always remember to take care, God bless, and never ever forget that Coach D loves you.